Well, we told you back in April, the Saginaw Soul planned to bring professional basketball to that city. But 2 months later, the Soul still don't have a place to play. ABC 12's Cheryl Coonan sat down with the team owner, and she joins us now with more on their quest for a home court advantage.
2 months ago, the owner of the Saginaw Soul was hopeful that the team would be playing here at the Dow Event Center. Now, after facing challenge after challenge, that hope is waning. But they tell me regardless of where they end up playing, the team will still play.
When I first started this, it was something where, why would we not play at the Dow? It seems like that was the best option.
Saginaw Soul owner Kelly Garrity tells ABC 12 she was cautiously optimistic in April that the team would play their 17 home games at Saginaw's Dow Event Center.
It's the local arena, it's where the Spirit play, it's got everything that we need, jumbotrons and light boards and all these things.
She says initial meetings with the management company of the Dow Event Center fueled her hope.
When I first met with them, they were great. Kevin, the GM there, talked about how we could paint our own locker room and we could paint our tunnel and kind of have our end of the building.
But now that optimism is fading.
When I first started talking to Kevin, the estimate was about $9,000 a game, which seems to be about the average for the other teams in this league that play in OHL arenas.
She says the fees included things like rental fees, operations, security, and converting the ice to a court.
And then I spoke to some people from the Spirit. I was told that they were not going to support me because they were not going to let me fish in their pond. And
that's what they said verbatim?
Verbatim. About 4 times in that meeting, that I was not going to be allowed to fish in their pond.
She showed us the latest event estimate, and that initial $9,000 she said was quoted changed substantially.
After that, his estimate went from about $9,000 up to $36,000 per game.
She said that was based on an estimated attendance of 4,500 people.
When I asked them to bring it down to a 1,500 person attendance, which I feel is a pretty conservative, realistic number for our first season, it went to $22,000 a game. Kevin at the Dow shared that the Spirit pay about $8,500 a game.
We reached out to Kevin Murphy. He tells us he can't comment on specific contract rates or internal negotiations, but he did say in part, quote, "Due to our long-standing lease with the Saginaw Spirit, we were unable to confirm availability or finalize terms without their full season schedule. The proposed basketball season requires multiple ice-to-court conversions, which significantly increases operational costs compared to tenants with consistent surface use. Despite that, we remained open to discussion and communicated transparently throughout." We also reached out to president and managing partner of the Saginaw Spirit, Craig Goslin, who said he has no comment.
It was never an issue about being a competitor to, but always just something to bring when the Spirit aren't home. You know, when the Spirit are away playing, then we've got something here to play.
The Soul has been moving forward with tryouts and other events. Garrity says she's reached out to several other venues in the area, including Saginaw Valley State University and Delta College, and scheduling won't work for either, but she doesn't want to move out of Saginaw.
We're going to play. Where we're going to play is, maybe to be determined, but that's not going to stop us.
In Saginaw, Cheryl Coonan, ABC 12 News.